Course? Excuse me? Reckon course. Short for, you reckon? Of course I did. Ah! Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. Sheesh. The moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here is the picture. It would certainly seem that the defendant and the victim were, not only the defendant and the victim were in that room. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. I mean, I think it's a miracle I'm actually able to use my handle, considering how, like, sensitive the American and prude the Americans are. Seriously, it's just weird. But there are just so many places where I've not been able to use this handle, and it wouldn't surprise me if I try to make this Twitch account today, I would not be able to use my handle. Was it really only those two that went in? What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? Why didn't you answer that yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into the room. Hold on, we can't have the defense testifying against its own client. Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the challenge chamber here. But you know that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue. Was it really a gunshot? Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why did you testify for the court, Mr. Felix Wright? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. And why are we here listening to the defense testify? The world just becomes just a little crueler. I heard gunshots a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. So let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down. Honestly, Mr. Phoenix Wright, why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Von Karma. I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does it feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? That is something I would like to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. And what did you see when you two broke in? Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Lotta seems awfully confident in her testimony. Let's press harder. Lotta, please, think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when you broke into the room? When you saw the murderer at the time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not, am I correct? Well, you see... Order! Miss Hart, you're here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good. This shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. When they entered? One of those people that entered that channel chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. It looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats. And I'm trapped like one. Again. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am. But that old witch chased it out of the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fay? But there was no one else in there, and you know it. The challenging was very dark, almost pitch black. Was there really no one else in there? Then what about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Wreck given! Huh? What in the... Wreck given! You know? You reckon that's a given? I took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging around behind that folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What? You got a problem? Wreck given. I mean, I am having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying things such as wreck given. Ouch! Now then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, do you see a problem with her testimony or don't you? Just like I thought, there's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough! It seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only two people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. The face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if you think about the circumstances, it would have to be the defendant. What am I going to do? If I just let this go? What is it, Mr. Wright? You look as if you have something to say. If I make the wrong move, I'm gonna have the judge against me. Is there anything I can do that can prove it's not Maya in that photo? Let's check the picture. Yeah, slang is worse. Let's see. You mean Mr. Gold Old Marshall here? No. The wristband here isn't anything out of the ordinary. And it's not something we can prove by just looking at her like this. But she does change form. I don't think that we have anything to present here, however. So the way this works is that we have to force Lotta to reveal the other... Because there were two pictures taken. Two pictures. Actually, does this one say she did? No, she doesn't. Oh, you're gonna be staying up all night if you try U4, Alex, but good luck. Too bad I don't have any of my EU4 campaigns up in my archive because they're just so damn long. Yeah, you're gonna have to take some time with that. I don't think we have anything we can present right now. Well, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. That's very smart of you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You really should give up trying to prove that this is not my affair. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. That's enough! Is this it? Is this all I could do? I think it's quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you, totally 100% impossible. Miss von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness? Having established the defendant's guilt, further questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume. I couldn't protect Maya. The defense... Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who always smiles, no matter how bad it gets. Mia! I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? You! But pearls! Her clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what are you waiting for, Phoenix? Let's go! But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully one more time about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? I really want to take some rice crackers. I have a package of rice crackers over here. I want rice crackers. Rice crackers are delicious. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to endure me taking these rice crackers, but they no mind, I will not stop stuffing my face with deliciousness. They're such a... I should though. But I'm swimming now, so it's fine. These are just fine, regular old plain rice crackers. You see, there's one final piece to this puzzle. Mia? Question Lossa one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. Now then, this court would like to end this cross-examination period. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any unrelated case... Fine. I will allow one more testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that? But, I mean, I have some place I must go after this. All right, I will allow it. Miss Hart, hurry up and give us another testimony. Well, heck, what am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more about what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead bodies, so I didn't take a good look at it. I'm really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff, but I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. You took 2 shots, actually. Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I am waiting. So, what did she look like? You know, she looked almost like a different person. A different person? She may have seemed like a different person, however, she was still Maya Fey. We have already made that point abundantly clear. Yes, that is true. Well then, Miss Hart, do you happen to see anything else? Thank you. Then perhaps that body was not Dr. Gray's after all. Well, I reckon that's possible. If the body inside that room was not that of Dr. Gray, then whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Well, what if it was that of Maya Fey after channeling, or maybe... Ow! Foolish fool sputtering, foolish foolishness. Just as I expected of a foolish fool such as you. If that were the case, then that would mean that Maya Fey is, in fact, dead. And that would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it? Sorry, Maya. Are you all done here? Can I continue? Even knowing that, you still persist in being a paranormal photographer? That's why I'm getting out of this here business. This gal's gotta get the dirt on the stars and be a tabloid photographer from now on. She goes through jobs faster than a baby through diapers. Ah! Mr. Phoenix Wright, would it kill you to stay on topic for a change? Well, would it, Mr. Wright? Nice. Tag teamed in stereo. Guess I should be grateful it's not 5-1. Two, right? 2 what? 2 shots. You took 2 shots. But only one has been submitted as evidence. Miss Hart, where's that other picture you have been withholding? No, you got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I'm evil. Well, at least she knows herself. Then why have you not shown the other picture to this court yet? Well, ain't it obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it. What? Von Karma! Miss Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence. Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence is like this? You're as bad as your father. Your Honor, the defense asked that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court. Well, yes, me. In contempt of court? You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair. Way to go with the reasoning here, Phoenix. Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child? I was so angry I lost my composure. Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court? I thought this picture was not important, thus felt no need to submit it, that is all. How could you think? The pictures were more or less the same, so I bothered with a second. I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. More trouble than it's worth? How can you say that? If you want to say that badly, I'll submit it. So, how many of you can see the contradiction apart from the glaring obvious one? What is this picture? Correct, Buzzy. It's obviously the second picture the witness took the day of the scene of the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur.
I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. What is the meaning of this?
This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that it's not Maya? Your Honor, as you can plainly see, the person in this picture is not Maya Fey.
Yes, I can see that. It's not just her face. Her whole body has taken up a different appearance.
There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. That somehow this other person has snuck in and traded places with the defendant.
Order! 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 Well, yes, I believe you're correct, Mr. Wright. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey.
Mia, we did it. You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than odd Morgan strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor von Karma's face. She's smiling. I think you'd better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Miss von Karma, what do you mean by that?
Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. We're compared to mochi, or daifku specifically, daifku desserts. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visiting room. This is Mr. Felix Wright and the defendant Maya Fey during his visit.
Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person?
She looks like this because she is obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit.
It's unbelievable that she can...
Yet, it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. Miss von Karma, a word if I may. Mia, taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely, you must know that this picture cannot be submitted as evidence. Obviously, I know this picture is illegal. But I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been burned forever into the judge's mind. I don't even have a single witty line. It looks like we've been had.
I don't claim to understand this, and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant Maya Fey?
If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that this person in the picture is not Maya? I can prove it. Your Honor.
Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see.
This picture... Within this lies a crucial contradiction to all the testimony up till now.
A contradiction?
So, you think you spotted a problem with this picture, then earn your keep. Why did you point out exactly what's so strange on this picture? Please direct your attention here.
To the sleeve? But there isn't anything odd about it.
And that's exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there? Ah! There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then this should still be in the picture as well.
Miss von Karma, you intended to hide this valuable piece of evidence. You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this.
Alright, this should do some major damage to her argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like bringing down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. She's still got that condescending grin plastered all over her face. Jumping the gun again, I see. Your Honor, I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools.
What do you mean? And what incompetent fools?
If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed a bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case.
I see.
She's lying through her teeth, I know it. That woman knew everything. The bullet hole, the picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Franziska von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that detective gets what's coming. I am sure there will be a great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Franziska is a very interesting character. She's also like a very good character. Hello there, Farnwell. Welcome. You're late. You missed us christening the Phoenix. You missed us christening the SS Phoenix. Poor Gumshoe.
In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo it would appear that right after the shooting there was none.
The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you got into this one shot, alright? Got it. Watch this, Maya. Your Honor, there is only one logical explanation for the contradiction. The defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Gray was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? This song is so good.
Order! 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 If not order is restored, I will suspend this trial. Ow! Ah! Why me? The defense argument is a complete mess.
A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness.
Ah! What the heck?
Is that any way to ask a gal a favor?
Be quiet, you. You were the one who said there was only 2 of them when you entered that room.
Well, you know, if you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis, you're looking mighty scary, so what do we say you...
Ah! I swear I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone in there, honest.
You see, now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman come from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Oh, you're correct. I'm very fond of forgetting things, like details like that.
Well, if the person in this picture was not the defendant, then this poses 2 very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, where did this person come from?
That's right. Now, hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even Mia is calling me by my full name. But I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? to turn things around? That's right.